All right, everyone. Welcome into TitleTown Throwdown. Apologize for the interview. Technical issue went wrong. Hopefully, I'm able to figure that out rather soon and get it back working for you all again at some point in the future. I apologize that if I get the opportunity to, once I figure that out, I will replay the interview again next week, and then we will go from there. All right, but anyway, though, I promised a panel to discuss Super Bowl Sunday. Just want to give a quick recap of the interview that unfortunately all could not hear. I thought it was a great interview. Lenny took the time to talk about this Pedroia's retirement, what he meant to the Red Sox, and so on and so forth. But anyway, though, it is Super Bowl week. Super Sunday is coming right up. So joining me right now from the Tom Gronkowski Show, it is the one and only Coach Jay Morgan. Coach, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm not too bad. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight as we talk Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to get it going. Oh, man, it's right down the street basically for me. I'm in Lakeland, Florida. Tampa's not that far from me. So I know I'm going to hear some cannons at the end since they over there tripping about home field advantage. I'm going to hear it at the end after we win. So I'm ready to go.
Also joining us is the host of MMA Complete, Zach Drapo. Zach, I like your little setup there, man.
I had to show some respect, man. I got all the love in the world for Brady, but Mahomes is the new GOAT. He's gonna go into Tampa and he's gonna do what he has to do, and I think the Chiefs are gonna come out the winner.
All right, well, talk about the storylines. It is the first time that an NFL team has played in the Super Bowl in their home stadium. So essentially, this is a home game for the Bucs. The Buccaneers, they have elected to wear their white jerseys this time around against Kansas City Chiefs. Now, look, I'm not all for superstitions, but at least 17 of the last 20 champions in the NFL have worn white on the day of Super Bowl Sunday. So, but let's just look at the storyline. So we have Tom Brady, a 43-year-old quarterback, playing in his record-setting 10th Super Bowl. We got Patrick Mahomes, a superstar, up and rising. Coach, start with you. What do you like about this quarterback matchup between Brady and Mahomes?
I like this quarterback matchup simply because it's old school versus new school. We're gonna see who gonna get it done. It's got a lot of play behind it as well. You got, let's see, Tom Brady. He been in the AFC for years. This is his first year in the NFC. Now you're going to have to go against – you had to see the Chiefs before. You've already went against this team before, but now you're going to have to go against them without Bill Belichick and see how this goes down. Patrick Mahomes, great quarterback. He's going to be around for a minute. Tom Brady, like I said, Tom Brady basically, you're going to have to show us that you are the teacher, a.k.a. the father, and Patrick Mahomes is going to have to be the son that day because you're going to have to show him how it's done. Now, I hope you come out on top. If not, I like the Chiefs as well. I like Pat. I like all of them. I like Andy Reid all the way back when he was with the Eagles. I mean, I have no problem with both of the teams. I like the matchup. At least I'm not going to be bored like it was with the Rams and the Patriots. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I can't wait. I got goosebumps talking about it right now.
Zach, your thoughts on the quarterback matchup? The 43-year-old GOAT and the 25-year-old up and coming potential GOAT.
Yeah. Well, Brady fell off a cliff like 6 years ago, and he's still going to the Super Bowl. So you can never count that man out. You can't. 43 years old is the new 33 years old. I expect nothing but greatness from Brady. I expect like 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm expecting a lot of first downs, a lot of driving the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the Buccaneers are going to have a solid plan. I think they're going to look just like the Patriots would if the Patriots were back in the Super Bowl. They're going to have a slow, methodical build to get to the end zone. I think that Brady is going to be able to hit Godwin and Mike Evans because I think that Juan Thornhill is really the only good corner the Chiefs have, and you're only going to be able to put him on one of your outside threats. So the other one's going to be able to have a day, no matter who he's facing. That being said, the Chiefs have way too much firepower. And I know you can argue that for the Buccaneers as well. The Buccaneers have a ton of options. I didn't even mention Antonio Brown, Gronk, Ronald Jones. But the Chiefs have two of the best aerial threats we're going to see in this generation, and I'm including Antonio Brown and Gronk. Travis Kelce is the best tight end of the league. He's been there for 2 years, ever since Gronk left, really. He had a phenomenal year. Tyreek Hill's the fastest wide receiver going right now. And you want to talk about nobody on the Chiefs being able to cover the Bucs wide receivers. Nobody on the Bucs is going to be able to cover Tyreek Hill. They're going to have to play cover 4 the whole time, which is going to disrupt them, and it's going to be able to, and it's going to give Pat Mahomes the ability to throw underneath. And if you look at statistics coming from this year, the Chiefs have Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, all long threats, and the Chiefs were ranked 30th for plays over 40 yards. They're accustomed to the dink and dash, throwing it to the open receiver. Mahomes is going to not make a lot of mistakes. Neither is Brady, although Brady threw 3 picks last week, or in the conference championship. But I think, like Coach said, this is going to be such an amazing game. We're going to have a privilege to watch it, and I got goosebumps about it as well. I got Mahomes, though. I think the Chiefs are going to be able to do it. I really do.
Well, you look at what Brady has done this year in Tampa Bay compared to his last 2 years in New England. I think the numbers are far more superior. I think the turnovers for Brady is probably the worst we've seen of Brady in, 10, 11, 12 years in the NFL?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. We knew this going in, though. Tom Brady, no preseason games, very limited training camp opportunity, brand new team, brand new playbook, really. And, but for what Brady was able to do, I think Brady got off to a shaky start, figured it out, got a little shaky then, but from after that Kansas City Chiefs loss, they have been absolutely stellar. They have not lost a single game. And you really look at it, the Chiefs and Mahomes, they got challenged a lot this year, but they were able to overcome that. Their only tough losses here was against the Raiders, and that is all the way back in, week 6?
Yeah.
Number 6?
That's right. Yep.
The second loss, Mahomes, Hill, and Kelce, they didn't even play, so that doesn't really count towards their statistics this year.
Yep.
Really, if you look at the Chiefs haven't lost since week 6, but the Bucs haven't lost since the Chiefs in week number 12. So, and look, Mahomes, he didn't do just about anything. Throw the ball on the side, on the run, no look, and he's more mobile, and that's where you can give the edge to Mahomes there. He's more mobile than Tom Brady, but Brady runs like a 80-year-old grandmother anyway.
Yeah, he does. You seen his 40-yard dash? Got them all white shoes that you see the grandparents wearing and all that. He had his fit. I was like, what? I'm like, dang, I know you're a pocket passer. I know you're a pocket passer. You have to be.
Chris Jones is the defensive tackle for the Chiefs. He's the guy going to be going after Tom Brady all Super Bowl. Chris Jones, 6'7", 345 pounds, ran a faster 40-yard dash than Tom Brady. Just saying.
Yeah. Yes. So offensive line for the Bucs, better cut block him. Block him. Dropping his kneecap.
Yeah.
But to hit on what Zach was saying, I mean, Zach, right? I've been saying it even on the Tom Gronkowski show. I mean, yeah, the defensive backs, if none of them can cover one man, then I don't know what to tell them about the Chiefs, because like I said it last night on the show, when we was going against Aaron Rodgers, it's easy for us to be looking at we know Adams is getting the ball. Like, we know that. There's no Jordy Nelson. There's nobody else. I mean, he got some other guys, but we ain't worried about them. If they beat us, hey, they got us. But me being the coach, I'm in the room, I'm telling them, hey, this guy, number 17, is not going to beat us. We're going to make somebody else beat us. And that's what they did. The Bucs now, they shut down 17. We all know it's going to Adams. We know. And after that, Aaron Rodgers looking around, he don't know what to do. Against the Chiefs, I've been telling people this back and forth. I'm like, hey, look, I'm rooting for this team, but I got to be honest at the same time. I like both teams anyway. I'm like, hey, if it's me, I'm telling the defense, like, hey, y'all, we can't pick and choose this week. they got a whole squad. And if they going 5 wide, oh God. Somebody don't forget we got Le'Veon. He can run out there too. So
absolutely.
I'm saying, like, they're gonna have to tighten up. Like, the defensive backs have been making me nervous all year, and I've been calling them out all year.
Yeah,
and
especially
they gotta prove to me. They gotta prove to me. Now, as far as like up front, they have to get to the quarterback. Mahomes, his kid got some wheels on him. This man is dangerous. If I'm in the room with them, I'm telling them, hey, y'all, this man is dangerous. Defensive line, linebackers, we need y'all to hit this man. In order for them to win this game, they're going to have to hit that man. That man already just came from a concussion. So me being me as a coach, hey, we need to hit this man, hit him, because that's the only way we're going to have some progress. We got to hit this man and get him out of here. I'll take my chances against the ex-Jaguar. Henny, that's fine. But other than that, hey, they're going to have to tighten up. The Chiefs, they got a squad. They got a whole squad. They ain't got nobody to just eyeball and look at. And if we're getting burned by one guy, Tyreek, I mean, then what can the other ones do? So we're going to have to tighten up. We'll have to go into, like, he's right. They might have to go into cover 4. And if they go to cover 4, that's going to disrupt a lot of stuff on defense, because I don't like to be in cover 4 unless I'm playing with you or unless I'm victory formation. Victory formation. Hey, we won. Just don't let nobody get behind you. Just keep everything in front of us. That's the only way. I can't blitz. That's bad. If I can't blitz nobody, that's bad. So up front, those 4 guys got to be able to do it by themselves. If they can do it by themselves, then you can go cover 4. You can afford it a little bit. Yeah, if them 4 guys up there can't get them, gonna have to scrap it.
I mean, this game, 2 high-powered offenses and 2 quarterbacks that can absolutely slant and have really great awareness out on the field too. And Brady, he's been doing this since 2001. Mahomes has been doing it since he took over for Alex Smith in Kansas City. This has a chance to become the game like we saw in Super Bowl 52 against the Patriots and the Eagles, an extremely high-scoring game where both defenses looked absolutely non-existent. But it's going to come down to a defensive play that's probably going to win the game. It just takes one play on defense. Now, look, the Patriots and the Eagles defense, Super Bowl 52, they looked like sleeping giants as Brady and Foles. They're just trading touchdowns left and right. Don't get me wrong, an entertaining game, but then the following year, Super Bowl 53, offenses are sleeping giants and the defenses are pounding the other offenses.
Yeah.
Last year we got a good mix of both. You know, a good steady play of offense, and then defenses making a play, and then we saw Kyle Shanahan turn into the offensive coordinator of the Falcons in the fourth quarter and blow a 10-point lead. But I don't think we have to worry about that with Andy Reid and blowing any leads.
You better not.
But I think the more interesting aspect of it is that how are both coaches going to prepare their teams for this game? Andy Reid, he's been here 3 times already. Once with the Eagles and already once with the Chiefs. He's back here for a 3rd time. Bruce Arians, this is his first time in the Super Bowl as a head coach. Now, luckily for you get on a quarterback who's been here 9 times.
Yeah,
that's really going to help. But as Bruce Arians, though, what can you do to really just try to pump your team up to get ready to play probably the biggest game of their lives, with the exception of Brady, who's done it already 9 times?
So I think a key to victory, and Coach kind of just talked about this point. Like I said, I think they're going to have to drop back in coverage a lot of the game because you're just always worried about Tyreek Hill taking the top off. Travis Kelce's going to give you problems in the middle of the field anyway, but you got 2 really solid Mike linebackers in Devin White and Levante David, who are really good at pass coverage and just holding the middle of the field. Besides that, there's no other linebackers. You got Shaq Barrett and you got JPP, who are both rushers. Now, JPP has a little bit of pass coverage. You can do that, but it's really going to be all on the secondary. Yes. Carlton Davis did not have a great game last week. He picked it up in the 4th. He had a better 4th quarter, but he's still progressing. He's young, just like Jamal Dean. They're both young, and they're both obviously they've never been in this position before. You know, they've never been in the Super Bowl. I will point out the fact, I don't think we brought it up yet, that the last time the Bucs played the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill had 200 yards in the first quarter. And so that needs to not happen for the Buccaneers to win. But I would say the key to victory for the Buccaneers, excuse me, I'm so used to the Pats, right? The key to victory for the Bucs is, one, keep a slow tempo. You want to be able to keep your offense on the field. You want to not have Mahomes on the field. And then once Mahomes gets on the field, it is imperative that you get pressure on that man. I know that he's able to run out of the pocket. He's very athletic, and he's a young kid. He has good wheels. The left tackle for the Chiefs is out of the game. Eric Fisher will not be playing in the Super Bowl, just like David Bakhtiari wouldn't play in the NFC Championship. Jason Pierre-Paul got 2 sacks against Aaron Rodgers. Jason Pierre-Paul is going to need to bring it again. And if they can disrupt Pat Mahomes just long enough that, Kelsey has to go to his second option, or Tyreek Hill is now going to have to run slants because he's not getting open in the first 3 seconds. And then by the time he's down the field, Mahomes is on the ground anyway. So sorry, go ahead.
In the time where you said too, Zach, we saw a couple weeks ago then with the Buccaneers and the Packers. The Packers intercepted Brady 3.5 times. First off, when is the last time I saw Brady get picked off 3.5 times? I don't remember. It's been forever since he's done it. I've seen him throw 3 interceptions. I've seen him throw 3 interceptions in a game, but not in a single half.
Yeah, not in a half.
But if you're the Buccaneers, though, and this is going to be one of the keys, capitalizing on those turnovers, something that the Packers simply could not do against Tampa Bay. They got off of 3 turnovers, they got 6 points. 6. That's it. The last 2 times they went 3 and out, and I'm yelling at the TV at Green Bay saying, "What the hell are you doing calling these stupid plays for?" But here's the thing, that's how the Buccaneers get you, though. If the offense isn't working, the defense will step up. And if the defense is having a hard time stopping anyone, well, you got Tom Brady and his slew of weapons are going to pick up the slack too. And really, that's something that Brady hasn't really been able to do in the last couple of years because, if the defense had a lapse, he would be able to move the ball, but he wouldn't be able to get you into the end zone because he just didn't have the receiving core. You look at you compare Brady's receiving core to what he had in 2019 with the Patriots to what he has right now. Virtually no tight ends. N'Keal Harry, a guy who's lucky if he could catch a turkey sandwich if it fell on his lap. and Julian Edelman, who was basically running on one leg. And now you come down here at Tampa Bay, Godwin, Evans, great. Gronkowski comes back. You got Antonio Brown. You got more weapons in 1 year at Tampa Bay than you did in the last three years in New England. But and I'm not trying to knock on the Patriots for the receiving core. They've had.
You should.
Yeah, I'm about to say I am.
Probably. But here's the thing, though. Those guys became great because Brady made them great. You look at Amendola. You look at Chris Hogan. He turned Edelman into what he is. Gronkowski, it was a second-round tight end, but Gronk was a massive guy to begin with anyway.
Wes Welker.
He molded guys like Wes Welker, like Troy Brown, like Deion Branch, like Danny Amendola. He molded all those guys because they were successful. And big key here, I know a lot of Patriots fans disagree with me on this, but the difference between a receiver core of Edelman, Amendola, and Hogan between N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, and whatever schmuck they have at tight end, those guys could get open. These clowns that the Patriots have now are lucky they can get open for a split second. The problem is this year, Cam Newton, who had a flipping noodle arm, could barely throw the ball 10 yards.
That's true.
Nick, can I make a suggestion? I think I believe that you have too much integrity for this, but I'm just making a suggestion anyway. I think you should become a bandwagon Buccaneers fan, just like everybody else in New England. Just saying. It'll probably be easier on you. We have somebody in the comments who is one anyway. So,
Here's the thing. My thing is this. I still love Brady. I still respect Brady, but it's not enough for me to turn it as my team. I still love the Patriots to death, but I also love trashing on them at the same time. But the Patriots get right. Here's the thing. With me, I'll trash on the Patriots. I'll trash on the Sox, the Bruins, and the Celtics, all when need be. When they do something good, I praise them. But when they do something stupid, I'm gonna lay into them on it. I've been like that for a very long time.
That's all right. You have to. I do that with the Bears. I'm originally from Chicago. How the Bears don't believe in the Bears. My family gets mad about that. I'd be like, man, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. They beat the Bucs. I couldn't believe it because I picked the Bucs to win. I was like, what? How is this? I don't trust the Bears. The Bears ain't won a Super Bowl since it was like 4 years before I was born. 85. I was born in 89. So I don't trust them.
For the record, I was born in Tampa 3 years before the Bucs won the Super Bowl in 2002.
Uh-oh.
Tampa's my hometown. I'm not a Bucs fan. I used to be. Back when they had this guy. That was my guy right there.
I coached against that guy.
Oh,
I coached against him 2 years in a row. He has a school here in Tampa called Northside Christian.
Yeah, Mike Allstott was my favorite player until I was at least 6 or 7. And then obviously my favorite player is Brady. No, I'm just kidding. No, like I got nostalgia for it, and I'm sure the Buccaneers do too. And this is a point I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to bring this up because we talked about it a little bit earlier. But how the hell is it that Tom Brady gets to go back to the Super Bowl and it's in his hometown? How do the stars align like that Brady gets another advantage? I'm just saying, like, it, you know, it's not like the NFL's rigged, but
it could be. Well, welcome to President and CEO of Sports Fanbase Network Rhode Island, Ron Robert, aka Boss Man. Ron, what's going on?
What's up, boys?
anything.
Zach,
What's up, boss
Coach
man?
Jay, Nick, my men, what's going on?
Not much. Just having a great
Wait,
conversation
you guys
about.
want to see some? Wait, hold on. I'm going to turn this around. Ready? You got to see these fools at work. Ready? See them?
What is this man doing?
That's your boys right there. This is what SFBN Rhode Island does, man. We do all of it. We do it all.
That's right. That's right.
They're currently
Yeah.
live streaming a basketball game at this point.
Yeah, we got a good one going on over here.
Yeah. All right, we're talking about the matchup between Brady and Mahomes and how this is probably going to be one of the all-time great quarterback matchups in the Super Bowl. What's your quick thoughts on that?
Oh, what do you think? I think that, Zach's a hater. That's what I think, right?
Totally.
My boy Zach
100%.
with that ugly jersey, the ketchup and mustard.
The MVP jersey.
Ketchup.
MVP.
I got 3 MVP jerseys in my closet. Brady,
Uh-oh.
and Brady. But I'm just saying, no. Zach, I respect Zach a lot. He actually knows what he's talking about. But if you're gonna like Mahomes, I understand that. The dude's nasty, right? He's definitely like the next guy. As long as but he's already getting concussions and stuff. I don't know how long he's gonna last. So
Another Andrew Luck.
because he does too much. He does too much. What? Oh yeah, baby. Oh God, is that
Trying to look
Luck?
good.
Is that
Fuck
Andrew
up,
Luck?
bro. Yeah,
Did you
that's
ever see
Andrew
my
Luck.
Andrew
We don't
Luck?
got to talk about Andrew Luck. We don't
Wait,
gotta
all
you
right,
guys
now-
ever see my Andrew Luck impersonation?
He's gonna. Yeah.
Hey, boss man, I got one.
You gotta do it.
I got one. Here you
Do
go.
it.
He says, gosh, guys. I mean, it's football. I mean, I'm good with it. And I don't think it was a late hit at all. They're like, hey, Andrew, what about the thing? Oh, gosh, guys, I still carry a flip phone.
Oh,
Can I
Rudy,
show-
what's up, baby?
The host
Can I show
of
you-
the Con Broadcasting Show herself, Ruth,
The truth.
the truth. Ruth, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. What's up, fellas?
Oh,
What
the
kind
podcast
of
just
chaos
got a
is
lot
going
better.
on right now?
Just having loads of fun. We're just talking about the Super Bowl matchup: Brady versus Mahomes, the 43-year-old GOAT versus the 25-year-old GOAT up and coming. Ruth, your thoughts on probably the best quarterback matchup we've seen in the Super Bowl in a very long time.
Yo,
Give 'em the
history is going to be made on Sunday. Now, not only has Tampa Bay made the first team to be the team that's going to be playing in the Super Bowl in their backyard, but they're also going to walk away with a ring. Tom Brady is getting his 7th ring this Sunday, and I couldn't be more excited to be in the building and get to see it in person.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for you, Ruth. That's fantastic. I mean, obviously, I'm picking Brady and the Bucks, but you know, Mahomes and the Chiefs just look so good.
Right.
They look so good. I mean, Zach, you didn't get to like rebut against me, so I'm gonna let you kind of fire off.
I think that this is going to be a close game. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's going to be something like 38-35. This is going to be a high-scoring game because I don't think either defense is really capable of stopping them. I think both defenses are capable of bend, don't break, but there's only so much you can do when you got Tyreek Hill, the fastest guy in the NFL, Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the NFL, and Pat Mahomes, who is the best quarterback in the NFL. Brady's the best ever, but he's not the best currently. It's not even close. Pat Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers is, and Aaron Rodgers is gone. You know, Brady threw.
Jump.
What?
I think he just lost some credibility there, Ron. Just saying.
No.
Aaron Rodgers
is great until the NFC Championship. And then
Ron, you kind of got to look at the stats. I know that you're not like a huge analytics guy, but Aaron Rodgers almost had
I'm a huge analytics guy.
Oh, are you? Okay, so when you look at the numbers, throwing for over 300 yards, you know, had a 75% completion rating. Like, come on, Aaron Rodgers.
What's his win-loss in the NFC Championship?
1-4.
What is it?
1-4.
End of story. I don't care. You could do anything you want all season long, and then if you choke in the big game, you're nothing.
Okay, for a second though, can we take a look at the sideline and take a look at the coaching staff and kind of put some blame on them? Obviously, right before going into the half with Scotty Miller catching that last minute catch in the end zone, that was obviously the defense not stepping up. So of course you had Matt LaFleur throw his defensive coordinator under the bus. So,
okay, ready? Listen, if Brady wins, everyone's going to say it wasn't him. If Brady loses, everyone's going to say it was him.
How can you say no one's going to say it was him?
Tom Brady. But if you're Aaron Rodgers, it's everybody else's fault but yours. I don't want to hear that. He goes to the championship game. He's 25% in the NFC championship.
He's actually 20%. He's 1 and 4. Listen,
Pat Mahomes is great. Pat Mahomes is great. Aaron Rodgers is shit. He looks like Ellen DeGeneres. End of story. End of story.
As the only Packer fan here, Rodgers is probably going to win the MVP this year.
Absolutely.
But Rodgers has not always come up big in the playoff spotlight. I will admit to that.
What does it mean? He's at home cooking chicken with his wife right now. It doesn't matter.
He's actually at home sitting in the back of pickup trucks drinking beer. If you saw any of the things on Twitter, you see that? He's literally
he's sipping on some beer because God forbid if he tries to chug beer.
If I was sitting on my couch, I would be too. But listen, we're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about Sunday. We're here to talk about Brady going down. And Ron, if you want to say Ron, if you are really going to stand there and say that if Brady wins, people are going to say it wasn't Brady. I don't know what part of the country you've been living in for the last 2 years, but everybody in the East Coast, New England and Southeast are going to say that it was Brady.
Of course, but do you see everybody else? Everybody else who's not a Brady fan will go, look at that defense. Look at with that because the Bucs defense is dirty.
Come on, they're bad. They're bad.
What?
They're
bad. The fastest linebackers in the NFL.
They're bad.
Devin White
David and White are the fastest linebackers from. So what it's called is going to a landmark. If I've been coaching football 25 years, right? So you set a landmark. Landmarks are shot, in the play scheme where the linebackers are going to go. That's their spot, point of origin. They're fast. They are the 2 fastest linebackers from start to the landmark in the NFL, hands down. Go back and watch video. White is disgusting, but I don't know if anyone can guard Tyreek Hill. And who can cover him?
Right.
I fully expect you to do this, maybe, but can you name me 3 other players on the Bucs defense besides Devin White and Levante David? Besides Devin White, Levante David.
No. I know you're putting me on the spot.
All right, here we go.
Who's the secondary guy?
Yeah.
3 other
There's
guys?
a reason you can't really think of it. I'm just saying.
Because they're not right. Because they're not. I know that. But
They're
their
good.
secondary's good.
Nah.
It's Groening. No.
Antoine Winfield Jr. That man's going to be special.
That guy. He's good.
Winfield Jr. is going to be special.
Yeah, Winfield, he's good too. But I can name their whole offense.
Shaquille Barrett. Can we put Shaquille Barrett in there? Carlton Davis.
Barrett's good.
Carlton Davis is overrated.
I knew Barrett.
Anybody
Sorry,
in the league.
you put me on the spot. But Barrett's good. Davis, he's pretty good. But their linebackers make the whole defense.
Right, but when you got the receiving core that the Chiefs do, you need corners.
Yeah, what? Talk to me. Who's saying it?
Coach, you go ahead. My bad.
Coach, go.
I'm gonna say it straight up. I've been saying it for months. I don't trust the defensive backs. I'm nervous about them. They make me nervous. I don't.
Inexperience is gonna play the biggest part. The Chiefs secondary is like 25 years old, 24 years old, 22 years old.
The Honey Badger.
Yeah, and then you got the Chiefs, who, by the way, have been in the Super Bowl last year. You got a guy like Tyrann Mathieu. You got a guy like Juan Thornhill. You have a defensive line that's productive. Like,
right.
They don't have to be great.
Juan Thornhill wasn't really able to go off the way he could have last year because he tore his ACL right before the playoffs last year. So this guy's back. He's ready to, showcase his talent like that he has been doing all season.
I feel like Ruth is the only one on my side here. I'm just gonna say.
Listen, Ruth's a Bucs fan, so don't get.
I can tell, but she's logical. She's logical.
So I'm not a stats guy, right? Okay. What was Drew Brees' interception rate?
Drew Brees
in the regular season.
Anyone talk about Drew Brees?
No, come on.
I can give you exact numbers.
Okay, how many interceptions did the Bucs have on Drew Brees
3
in the playoffs? How many?
Yeah, 3.
How many did the Packers have on the Buccaneers?
Drew Brees averaged 1.1 interceptions per game. The Bucs stood up, got 3 interceptions, shut him down, and won the game. They can
on the season. I mean, obviously he missed 5 games, but on the season, Drew Brees had 24 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Right. Come on.
3 of the I think that was just regular season, not postseason.
He realized Drew Brees had 1.1 per game.
The 6 picks were regular season. All right, before we head to break, a lot of history is riding on this Super Bowl, but who's the pressure on the most? Brady and the Bucs for trying to win a home Super Bowl, or is the pressure on the Kansas City Chiefs for trying to win back-to-back for the first time since 03-04 when the Patriots did it?
I think more pressure is on Brady and the Bucs, just because Brady is coming off of a great postseason run, and everybody wants to see him wrap it up with a ring. So I think there's more pressure on Tom Brady. There's a lot of uncertainty of how the Bucs are going to look like next year with a lot of these players going into free agency. So I think there's more pressure on the Buccaneers right now. And I mean, Bruce Arians is feeling the pressure too. Let's not admit this coach has never been in this situation before. We've had Andy Reid, who's already been in a few Super Bowls, and he's been coaching for 30 plus years. So he kind of already has that resume, but Bruce Arians needs that stamp on his resume. So I think there's more pressure on the Bucs to get it done. And I mean, home field advantage, at the end of the day, I know it's a neutralized stadium, but you got home field advantage. You're not having to worry about traveling. You're not having to worry about long distance and cold weather. Even though it's going to be a chilly sort of day and it's 60% chance of rain, but I think there's more pressure on the Bucs right now than anything else. But you know what comes with pressure, baby? Diamond.
Coach Jay, what about you? Who's the pressure more on, the Bucs or the Chiefs?
I'm gonna have to go with my co-host there with the truth, because that's true. We talked about this last night. Brady and them got to wrap it up. He has to. You can't have everybody out their seats, and you were the first team to make it to the Super Bowl, and it's gonna be in your backyard. Yeah, you have to wrap it up, man.
Right.
I will say this about both coaches. One, Bruce Arians, he could have been there with the Cardinals. That Carson Palmer would have never got hurt that one year. Mm-hmm. 2, I would love to see Andy Reid, since he is the Chiefs. I would like to see something classical happen. 65 toss power trap. 65 toss power trap like the old Chiefs coach.
That's the play he does at Burger King, brother.
65 toss power trap. He'd be like, okay,
I'm
boys.
just saying, it's toss power trap.
All right, Ron, what about you? Who's the pressure on more?
Oh, me? I get to go?
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure's on Mahomes. The pressure's on Mahomes because I'm telling you right now, look, obviously Brady, no one's ever done what Brady's trying to do right now. So if he doesn't get it, I mean, it sucks. I'm going to be disappointed for him, but it's not like anyone else ever did it or it's expected. But right now, everyone's going to expect Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to win that game. And if Brady wins that game and he wins it on his home turf, I mean, that's a slap in the face for Mahomes.
And when it comes to Mahomes even getting to that same conversation as Tom Brady, I mean, for you to be considered the GOAT, the greatest of all time, you need to have more rings than Tom Brady himself. So if you let Brady jump to 7 and you're still at 1, I don't think you're catching up to him, young fella.
And you have to beat Brady. He has a chance to beat Brady. Right, Ruth?
Right.
He has the chance to beat him head-to-head. How many people get that opportunity?
Not many.
Nick Foles did.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew somebody was going to say that shit.
Zach, super quick. Who's the pressure on more, the Bucs or the Chiefs?
I think you're all wrong. I think the most pressure's on Bill Belichick. God damn, he needs to do something next year, man. I'm just saying, the Bucs have the more pressure than the Chiefs. I'll say that.
I think pressure's really on
Andy
both
Reid's the GOAT Junior too. I want to say Andy Reid is GOAT Junior. Yeah, Belichick's the greatest coach of all time, but Andy Reid's number 2. Andy Reid's the man.
He is.
For me, before we had to break, I think really the pressure can really be said, on really both teams. Tom Brady, he's in his 10th Super Bowl. If he loses a 4th Super Bowl, no one's gonna let him hear the end of it. No one's. He's still hearing it for Super Bowl 42 for the perfect season, Super Bowl 52 again, losing to a backup quarterback. But pressure's also on the Chiefs because they're the defending champions. They're still the defending champs. Patrick Mahomes, he has to beat his toughest task yet, Tom Brady, who he has yet to beat in the postseason. Granted, they've only had one playoff meeting. That was the 2018 AFC Championship game. But still, Mahomes hasn't beaten Brady. It's 2-2 against him lifetime. Both games, but all 4 games have been close. Mm-hmm. And so really pressure's on both. All right, quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap up the 2020 NFL season with Game Pick. Don't go anywhere. You are watching TitleTown Throwdown on all sports fan-based network platforms. MMA Complete. You can catch that every Thursday right here at the TitleTown Throwdown. Before we get into Game Pick, Zach, what is on the menu tonight for MMA Complete?
I have no idea. There's a UFC pay-per-view coming up next weekend. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about what's next for Conor McGregor, who just got knocked. I can't swear on this podcast, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. So he just got knocked out pretty badly. And Jake Paul and Logan Paul are in the media. Floyd Mayweather. The huge.
Oh, my God. Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent. Somebody please tell me this is a joke.
That's tight. 50. Knock him out.
50. Come on. Stop it.
G-Unit.
G-Unit got to get from 50 Cent to 2 Cent in a second if he really go up against Floyd Mayweather. That's all I'm going to say.
50 knocking him out. 50 knocking him out. 50 no better. 50 knocking him out. 50 ain't afraid of nobody.
50
That's
ain't
why.
fast enough, bro. 50 ain't
50
fast
Cent
enough.
would not even touch Floyd Mayweather. He would literally just not even touch him.
No. 50 gonna talk trash and
Yeah.
sit there and make Floyd come to him, like Robin Duran did to Sugar Ray.
Okay.
Talk trash to you, mess with you, you're gonna get out of the game plan. You're gonna be trying to take my head off when you come and go toe to toe with me. Now I'm gonna deposit you up into Mars.
All right.
All right, let's get into it. The final Knicks pick segment of the 2020 NFL season. As I've done the last few weeks, just got to give it up for the entire National Football League. They got through 256 regular season games plus playoffs without one complete and utter cancellation of all games. About 25 reschedulements and everything else, but the NFL, they completed their season and they proved that you can still play a full season despite a pandemic, even though that they had their hiccups along the way. But I didn't think we did here, but here we are, Super Bowl 55, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites entering this Super Bowl. So going around, Ruth, give me who's gonna win.
Just point at the flag.
The Super Bowl and the final score.
Just point at the flag.
I have. Okay, right there. There you go.
Just point at the flag.
I have Tom Brady and the Buccaneers pulling out a crazy win against the Kansas City Chiefs at the Raymond James Stadium, and the score is going to be 34-31. That is going to be my early game prediction. It's going to be a high-scoring game. We're going to see these two powerhouse offenses going toe-to-toe. It's all going to come down to whose defense is going to be able to force a turnover. At the end of the day, we're going to see it happen. We're going to see Tyreek Hill rip it up, and we're going to see Travis Kelce in the end zone quite some time, but we're also going to see Carlton Davis step up. He's got, the kid's got some play. I know that there's been a lot of talk about him, but like he's overrated, whatever. But I'm telling you, Tyreek Hill has been a poster board on that guy's wall for the past 2 weeks, and he's going to make something happen.
In his mind, rent free.
Ruth, Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl MVP. I mean, shit, that's so hard. I'm going to have to say when the Buccaneers pull away with the win, they're going to give the Super Bowl MVP.
You know who they're going to give it to. Yeah.
They're going to give it to Tom Brady. They're going to give it to Tom Brady. Like, come on. Give it to the man. Like, most valuable player. You took a team from not being relevant to the Super Bowl in one season without OTAs, without postseason, without off-season training. You were able to make something happen. They all have sleepovers during that bye week, and they all just came on the same page, and they've been undefeated ever since. So
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Jay. Winner, MVP, final score.
Okay, here we go. So the winner is going to be the Bucks. They are going to win 42-35.
Jesus.
Make sure everybody write that down. 32-45.
This is the Super Bowl we're talking about.
42-35. Yeah, I know. Well, I hope it don't mean there's no straight blowout. And if it is, I hope it's the people that I voted for.
No, if it's a blowout, I'm going to start with the tequila shots, like back to back to back. Like
if it's a blowout, it's going to be the Bucks.
I just drink and watch.
Coach, your name and then your final score right there. I'm writing that down.
That's right. 42-35.
Who you got MVP?
Bucks. MVP is gonna be Tom. They're not gonna give it to anybody else unless he loses. Dude, even
Ronald Jones MVP would be hilarious.
Is he even playing anymore? I mean, dang, because Fournette been toting the thing for
Fournette has been going.
I was like, dang.
Jones only got 16 yards last game with like 3 carries. But doesn't matter. They've had 2 weeks. Everybody's coming back healthy. That's the most important thing.
They need to fire Shady.
Yeah.
You wasting money.
Go ahead, Zach.
Y'all can have it.
All right, so
MVP score.
So I got the Bucks. No, I'm just kidding. So I have the Chiefs. MVP, I'm gonna say is Tyreek Hill because he's gonna get 300 yards this time.
Woo!
If he get 300 yards, they should fire everybody on the defense.
Final score. I have no faith in Carlton Davis. I could appreciate what you're saying because I do think he's a young talent who only has room to improve. but he doesn't have it right now. You just don't have it. And I think what you said is right. He has been worried about Tyreek Hill because I think they're going to put him on Carlton Davis' really good press corner. And he's usually for zone. Tampa likes to throw a lot of zone more than man. So they're going to have him press. And Tyreek Hill is going to burn this man. He's going to light it up. That's neither here nor there because they're going to double Tyreek the whole time, and he's still going to torch him for 300.
They better. If he beats a double team, they should be fired.
So I got the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill MVP, and I got the final score is like 38-30. I think the Bucs are gonna, or maybe 38-27, because I think there's gonna be a missed kick at the end of this game. It's just a feeling I got. It's gonna fuck with either.
Ryan Suckup hasn't missed a kick in how long, boy?
Since he was with the Chiefs.
All right, so I think we all know who Ron's going for. Ron's going for Brady and the Bucs. His final score is going to be like 30-something to 30-something.
He's going to say 30-0. Brady.
Yeah. Okay, so me personally, I've kind of just been I've really been on the fence about this for the last couple of weeks because you got two high-powered offenses going at it, and Brady, and an offensive led by Patrick Mahomes, offense led by Tom Brady. Both guys just make everyone around them better. Look, for the Bucs, it's all about containing Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. You shut those two down, you get to Mahomes, you got a chance to win this game. It's the other way around. Same thing other way around for the Bucs. Just shut down a guy like Gronk. You shut down a guy like Evans and Godwin. Force Brady go to second, third, secondary options, and you get to Tom Brady. You're gonna make Brady's night extremely ruthless. That's what the Eagles did back in Super Bowl 52. They made it completely and utterly difficult for him to move around in there, extend the plays. I've been so on the fence about this, but I'm gonna go Brady and the Bucs on this one. 38-35. This is gonna come down to a defensive play, either a fumble or a late interception, something. But I think the Bucs do come away with the win when the Buccaneers win their second title in franchise history. And Brady gives the middle finger to Bill Belichick.
I'm telling you, we're going to
he isn't though
in this game, especially if it's 60% chance of rain. That downpour is coming down. We're going to see some sloppy football out there. But I'm just hoping that Devin White always seems to be at the right place, the right time, just to scoop up that fumble ball into the end zone. So let's see what happens, gentlemen.
We will.
Check this
All
out.
right, Zach, Coach, Ruth, thank you guys so much for taking the time tonight to hop on and talk some Super Bowl Sunday.
Appreciate it, Nick. I got a fact for you.
I'll post pictures from the stadium, y'all. I'll let you know how it goes.
So Travis Kelce, tight end, right?
Yep.
Said he learned from Gronkowski.
He did.
About how to manipulate the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Student becomes a master.
There you go. Hey.
A lot that I've seen from that Buffalo Bills game is what the Kansas City Chiefs always they fake the run to the left or they'll fake the run to the right, and then Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill will just come behind the defender like it's nothing, and they'll get that dunk. So I hope that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been studying film because it seems like that's a regular thing that they do.
I mean,
they fake the run a lot.
I mean, these two met already in Week 12. A lot of game film for both sides. It's going to be a fun, entertaining game. All right, Zach, great. Good luck on MMA Complete tonight, my friend. Ruth, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Hope you guys have a happy show next week.
Yes.
You're not.
As for yours truly, everyone, next week we're going to start getting back into all the Boston teams, the Bruins are up to, the Celtics going on. And early thought and early predictions on the Red Sox. Spring training is just right around the corner. Can you believe that? Spring training is right around the corner. Baseball's on the way back. But thank you for all my guests. For TitleTown Throwdown, I'm Nick LeBlanc. Thank you all so much for joining. And we will talk to you next week.
Thanks, Nick. See you later, man.